Where on the list of things to do is winning the Stanley Cup?
I didn't really think it was possible. And then, you know, Larry Plow came in as the GM, and that was the end of me in St. Louis. So I'm like, okay. And
not only that, though, let's back up one step. You had the captaincy taken away from you.
Well, yeah, I deserved it and I didn't deserve it. But Mike Keenan he was just such a tyrant.
This is 1994.
Yeah, and it was just, you know, there's things you do and there's things you don't do. And Dale Hawerchuk's a Hall of Famer. Probably could be top 100 of all time, like we just had voted in. And his grandmother was dying, and it was going to be, he's from just outside Buffalo. And we were going to play the Sabres, and his grandmother was coming to watch him play for the last time, and Mike Keenan sat him out on purpose. And I snapped on Mike Keenan. And that's when he took my C away. And I was like, you can take it. That's the lowest thing I've ever seen in my life, what you just did to that guy. So
and
they can have it. If that's what that means, then they can have it.
And that really was kind of the beginning.
Yeah.
This kind of fairy tale marriage with Brett Hull and St. Louis just started to unravel.
Well, no, with me in St. Louis, it's never changed.
Not
it was
that.
me and the Blues.
In the Blues. Yeah,
absolutely. The only regret I have leaving St. Louis is I didn't tell the truth when I left. I made me look like the bad guy because I loved the fans so much. I wish I would have told them that it was all management that's making me leave because I want to stay.
If it doesn't seem realistic to win the Cup, how badly do you want to win the Cup? Does that make sense?
Well, then I just wanted to ram it on them. And so when I became...
Wait, the fire is lit for you to really go get the Cup.
Right.
When you are exiting St. Louis.
But it's hard. You're a free agent, and you got to figure out, well, what teams have a chance to win? And at that point, you know, it was, you know, Detroit, Colorado, Dallas was kind of coming up hard on Detroit. We thought the Eastern Conference was garbage, except for the Devils, and I'm not playing in that system because I'm not very good defensively. And so we're talking to Chicago. And
do you really want that?
No, I don't want that at all. But, you know, we were about to make our decision, and my agent, Mike Barnett, calls me and says, "You'll never guess who called." And I'm kind of like, you know, it's kind of tired of the games. Who called? I don't want to guess here. And he goes, "The Stars." And I go, "Tell them it's a done deal. I don't care what they want to give me. I'm going." And so I went down there, and it was, here's the missing piece of the puzzle. And I'm like, what? You know,
so now
wasn't really ready for that, right?
So there's pressure on you as they add this final piece in Brett Hull to bring a Stanley Cup to the Dallas Stars.
Right, and it was great there because I was already friends with Modano from Team USA, and Guy Carbonneau was teammates with me in St. Louis, and so, you know, Darian Hatcher. There's a whole bunch of guys that I knew on the team, so it was a really great, easy fit.
You finally get there, and you meet Buffalo in the Stanley Cup Finals. I'm wondering what that's like for you because you hadn't been there through all these glorious years in St. Louis.
Well,
you could never get over the hump.
They turned out to be a real solid opponent and very, you know, especially with Dominik Hasek in the net. And but you know, I got hurt, tore my MCL in Game 3, and so I missed Game 4. Got a knee brace fitted and came back for Game 5 and 6.
So they're in Game 6. This game is triple overtime, and here's the end of that Stanley Cup Final.
Around the boards for Brett Hull. Hull leads it back for Modano. Modano tied up by Zhitnik. Modano tries to make the play. It's swept away by Schmelik. Let into the net. Hasek down. Susak score. It's over. It's over. Brett Hull and Mike Modano were there in overtime. The Dallas Stars are the 1999 Stanley Cup champions.
So
Goosebumps.
that gives you goosebumps?
Oh, total goosebumps. That's
What did that feel like? If that video gives you goosebumps, what did that mean to you to win the Stanley Cup?
everything. Because, there was guys like Mike Keenan, always said, never going to win with Brett Hull, can't win with Brett Hull. And it's like, yeah, because you need more than Brett Hull. You actually have to have other players that are good too. And so, and a coach who actually coaches. And so it was like redemption.